Hey, Peterson, how you doing? Merry Christmas, buddy. Happy Hanukkah, happy Kwanzaa. We're equal opportunity lenders out here. I really am just so excited about the holiday season. It's one of the most miserable times of year. A lot of people don't have families, they're broke. The pressure that these people put on you to get gifts is just a nightmare. But you know what? It's the spirit of St. Nick that counts. And I'm hoping that me and my team of Santa Claus and elf fans will bring happiness and joy to so many this holiday season. You'll never believe this, but we have a lot of specialists that Michael Bay uses as a resource. So we're private investigators, wilderness specialists. One of our top former park ranger, his name is Wayne Aldridge. He is known for having beautiful hair. He is a competitive hair specialist. I don't know what that means. I've never met a man that competes in the hair. And he is also a mammal specialist. He studies the dung and feces of various mammals. He claims that he has dietary evidence that Sasquatch out of the southern Idaho panhandle is interbreeding with the Abominable Snowman that has a southern migration in the darkest, coldest parts of winter. He comes down from the polar ice caps and breeds with Sasquatch and feeds on white-tailed deer, an abundance of white-tailed deer. So Michael Bay has asked us to work with Wayne to see if there's any truth here on if Sasquatch is interbreeding with the Abominable Snowman. Let's check it out. We have Wayne Aldridge, who's a competitive hair specialist, meaning that he does his hair in different colors and perms, and he competes with other men to see who has more beautiful, gorgeous hair. And in the competitive hair, I guess he was at a disadvantage, almost like a bodybuilder with one arm missing, because he has a tremendous receding hairline. He's virtually half bald, so he's at a 50% disadvantage before he even walks in the door with other beautiful haired men. But he's won. So what that tells me is the 50% that's gone is gone. There's nothing we can do about it. But the 50% that's left over must be more silky and more illustrious than even other competitors that have a full head of hair. And I guess he has spent the last 26 years studying hair follicles and DNA from Sasquatch and the Abominable Snowman. And he used to lead hunting expeditions in Africa. He flies around in a helicopter across the Serengeti. As he sees larger species of male lions and female tigers, he will shoot them, but he is anti-killing, so he would shoot the animals on his expedition with darts full of liquid Xanax. There's a liquid form Xanax that he has patented, and he puts it into these cylinders, and he takes a lot of Australians on these epic adventures through the Africa Serengeti, and they shoot these animals with a non-lethal dart. And that tranquilizes the animal and allows him to go in there and study its feces, its rectal matter, and saliva samples. So we've pulled him away from Africa. We got him a business class ticket straight to Los Angeles. He is convinced that he has proof and DNA that the Abominable Snowman is actually interbreeding with Sasquatch population. So we're going to be discovering if there's any interbreeding. We are not fools. We don't just half-heartedly go on these missions. We actually, at Michael Bay Productions, put him under a lie detector test, and he passed with flying colors. So get your pencils out and please subscribe. We'll be bringing you some of the most mediocre content on the internet today. Made it here to Aspen, Peterson. We got stopped by the cops somewhere north of the Utah border, and I could not fit into the master bedroom. Dude, I can't get in here. I can't get in now. Try. Oh my God, you're gonna do it. If any of you have seen any of our videos, you have realized that the males on the show are as average or as below average as you could have hoped for. Hey. The people that we work with from a male standpoint are truly average.
but Bay refuses to keep that philosophy for his female partners and associates. So we have spent great efforts, great money in recruiting two of the smartest, most intelligent, college-educated, almost professors in their field, research analysts. And I'd like to introduce Ms. Kitty Kane and Ms. Tabby Poo, our two lead research analysts. We had several that tried out for the job. They were unable to get their hands dirty, and that's what we like about these two girls. They're not afraid to roll up their Prada sleeves and dig in. Whether we're chopping up animals like octopus or shark meat for our chum slick, or we're digging through the dung piles and feces of the Abominable Snowman here in Sasquatch and the hills of Aspen, Colorado. These girls are well-rounded in all aspects. And by the way, gentlemen, if you have a Zelle and enough money in your account, you too can work here with Miss Christina. It's the holiday season. Mr. Bay, he was kind enough, generous enough to let me stay here at his little pied-à-terre, his little winter cabin. This is his Aspen getaway. It happens to be the perfect place to begin our hunt and our quest for Sasquatch, Bigfoot, and the Abominable Snowman.
You know, the one thing that concerns me on this trip, Peterson, and there's always adversity that we have to face, is we do anything for Michael Bay, but we didn't come up here as prepared as we would have hoped. It is now 9 degrees below zero. We're losing light quickly. It's going to become dark and even colder. As you can see here, we're hiking via vehicle first, and we're hiking to the top of this summit here. We've got 5 or 6 military guys escorting us on what we believe to be one of the greatest hunts of our modern day history. Our only hope and goal in this is that our cameras don't freeze.
Guys, we may have to write a book about this, some sort of documentary with professionals, because our cameras were freezing at these elevations, below zero. But we have visual evidence. The Bigfoot is coming over, the Sasquatch is coming from the Idaho border, and they're feeding on white-tailed deer. This is one of the most prolific areas for white-tailed deer. You saw them earlier at 3 in the morning. People are asleep. We were out hunting. We were able to see nature coming out of the woods and into the town. We tried to attack a deer. We were going to capture one and use it as bait, the carcass, to attract the abominable, but these deer are lightning fast. So I was unable to capture one of the deer and use it as bait. So we went and got chicken breasts from the local Ralphs here, and we put that actually combined with the mating call, brought the Sasquatch into our camp. It gave me some sort of grimace, a grin, something, some sort of emotional connection was between me and the animal. I was stuck in 2 feet of snow. I'm only 5'10". I'm a little stubby, so as I was trying to charge away, I got stuck. I started screaming bloody murder, and the Navy SEALs, they rushed in, they got me out of there, they put me on their back and carried me to stronger ice patches where I was able to rest and eat MREs, frozen dehydrated army food, until they were able to set up a perimeter for us. And it was so overwhelming. It looked like Harry and the Hendersons. If you're not familiar with that movie, it was a John Lithgow classic. Please Google search it. These missions that Michael Bay sends us on truly are life-changing. But now I'm cold, Peterson. I've lost some of my winter clothes. I was spraying deer urine. The military guy said spray deer urine on all of the trees that will keep the Sasquatch at a perimeter. But I ended up spilling the deer urine on my outfit. So I have my robe, cut-off shirt, and my Yeezys. I should have gotten boots, Uggs, and I'm heading in for some hot chocolate. Reporting back to you at 2:45 a.m. here on December 22nd. Merry Christmas, everybody. Happy Kwanzaa. And as always, Yom Kippur. Happy Hanukkah. Thank you. Let's go get where it's safe. Peterson, come on. It's the safety precautions at Michael Bay's offices. They are pulling the team back. So at this point right now, we're going back to headquarters to regroup. Oh, Peterson, how you doing, man? All jokes aside, I'm a little freaked out. I'm taking the day off. I know you're all hot to trot to get out there and start filming, but as you can see, all the action happens at night. This is a nocturnal animal. You saw the security camera last night. It was pretty crazy out there. We now know that it's here, that it's living in the backcountry of Aspen, right in Michael Bay's backyard. This thing's nocturnal, so there's no point of us wasting daylight. It's better that we rest during the day. It's better that we recharge the batteries and get ready for tonight. please subscribe to the Below Average Company. One thing we assure you is non-stop fun and excitement in the most mediocre way possible. We're out here, Peterson, kind of looking around because of what we saw together on the video cameras was very startling. In addition to that, bingo, we have some evidence. An extremely long, thick tussle of hair, and it looks like it could have come off of the creature, the individual, whatever we saw in the security cameras. This is real, and it's pretty definitive proof that something's out here. My dog's been going nuts, and we come out here, and we see this attached to one of the trees up here, one of the pine trees that Gar found. So we're out here looking around. We're all pretty excited. Everybody here, the morale is up. My dog's been going crazy. He's highly tuned into this. He wants to attack whatever's in the woods. I'm gonna take him out front and see if we can see any other evidence of what we saw in our security cameras, which was just wild. Definitely something awkward here. Oh, Peterson, Scrooge's onto something. Scrooge's onto something. Who's that, Scrooge? Who's that? Let's get out of here. Let the Navy SEALs handle that. Well, this brings us to a conclusion, Peterson. Another epic adventure. I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you to believe in what you want or what you don't want. The footage speaks for itself. It's your choice to determine what's going on out here. This is quite startling that I've seen things that I never thought in my lifetime I would see. So please, join us yet again for the next adventure. We'll be here through the holiday, and then we're going to a special location yet to be determined, and another mission from the beloved Michael Bay. We hope we entertained you. We hope we opened your eyes to what's truly going on over here in these 50-mile hills of Aspen, Colorado, and we love you very much. Please hit the subscribe button, and I promise you, another fun adventure is around the corner. Rocky, let's go get some breakfast, Ron. We just wanted to thank Michael Bay for the best Merry Christmas and holiday season the four of us have ever had. From your beloved Ulysses and the three research analysts, we love you. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas, baby. Reindeer's coming out to play. Santa Claus is packing the presents, making sure you've been behaving okay.